Hey guys, welcome to Roaming Rolls. This roll was filmed in the beachside town of Parn, Estonia, at one of the BJJ Globetrotters camps. If you ever get the chance, I'd highly recommend trying one of these camps out. They really are a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Today we have Alex Vernon and Maenurm rolling. Alex is a brown belt and co-owner of Peak Jiu-Jitsu in Stafford. He's a beast, very well rounded and loves a cheeky bolo. Tom is also a brown belt training in Tallin. He's another killer on the mats with a deadly leg lock game. Alex has formed a nasty habit of countering leg entries with back attacks. Tom does what he does best and attacks the leg, forcing Alex to scoot his hips back to free the knee line. This allows Tom to create distance and get his hips on the mat, keeping this back addict at bay. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, a stalemate can ensue. So let's just fast forward through that, shall we? After hooking the leg, Tom attempts to enter into single leg X, but Alex immediately capitalizes on this, countering with a knee cut pass. Tom gets a knee shield in, but notice how Alex re-centers Tom's hips, blocks his thigh with his elbow and re-enters the knee cut pass in a much better position. I guarantee this fundamental detail will make a huge difference to your knee cut pass success rate. I'm always looking for new gyms to visit. If you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments. Also, if you like the content so far, be sure to like and subscribe. Tom pulls off a slick inversion to access the far side leg. As a chronic inverter, I naturally talk shit to Alex. Another key tip is to always talk shit to brown belts, as it makes the rolls more fun and you definitely don't suffer any repercussions later. Instead of attacking the legs, Tom takes the top position. He then uses a Kimura grip to access the back. Notice how Tom goes belly down. This allows him to bring his knees beneath Alex's head, lift him up and expose the back. Alex tries to prevent Tom's leg passing over his head. After failing to do so, he opts for the hitchhiker escape to achieve top position. Tom's wise to this and reconfigures his legs to an inverted triangle. Notice how Tom retracting his leg not only sets up the inverted triangle, but it also disconnects his hips from Alex, preventing potentially ending up on bottom and getting stacked. Although Alex is in a tough situation, he keeps calm and elevates his head, forcing Tom to invert again into a less threatening position. Leg drags are usually much harder in no-gi, but Alex pins Tom's hips by stepping on his thigh, allowing for the leg drag. Alex eventually exposes Tom's back, but Tom elevates his hips whilst blocking Alex's hooks, allowing him to escape. After another inversion to the saddle on the far side leg, Alex immediately defends by pushing on Tom's thigh and turning his hips away. After freeing his secondary leg, Alex pummels it behind Tom's leg, preventing Tom from reclaiming it. This allows Alex to unravel the saddle and eventually escape. Tom attempts to switch to the saddle and then 50-50 on the other leg, but Alex postures up, pushing Tom's legs away and uses the brief opportunity to retract his leg and escape 50-50. This is a clear example of how the windows for escapes or attacks become much smaller at the higher belts. And that concludes the roll. I've got tons of footage of high-level athletes from all over the world. I'll be uploading them weekly, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do.